Hey guys, what's up? It's Elle. I hope you guys are all doing amazing. In this video, I'm just going to be talking about how to let go of limiting beliefs, how to get rid of them, kind of just a little method that I do to get rid of my limiting beliefs. But really do not feel bad because limiting beliefs, everybody has these because you are your worst critic. You are going to be the one that's going to be the most hard on yourself. So I hope that makes you feel a little bit more not as alone because everybody does deal with limiting beliefs. It's just how you deal with them that makes a big difference. And I'm trying to get my engagement up on YouTube, so just make sure to like and comment and subscribe. And I just created my first book, so it is an affirmation book. I'm very excited to be an author, but it has just little affirmations in it, and you can get it now on Amazon. I will link it down below if you guys want to go check it out and support me. But yeah, let's just get into the video. First things first is write down all of the negative limiting beliefs that you have that have came up every day, that you have noticed that they are just the ones that you know that are there. You know exactly which ones I'm talking about. They come up daily, normally when you're about to get out of your comfort zone as well. And accept that this is a fear of yours, because not only writing it down, it gets it out on paper, but you saying it out loud will help you realize what's holding you back. Anytime I feel stuck, which is like every other day, I ask and think to myself, what's stopping me? What is stopping me from conquering or doing my goals? What are those big things? And so with this process, just write down every single one of these negative limiting beliefs that are coming down in your brain every single day, or not even every single day, but most days. The second thing is determine what has instilled this belief system within you. Like, what instilled these beliefs? We are influenced by many things, and mainly it's mostly people. Also, the news, the media, friends, colleagues, and even family, which inherits into what we believe in our future. Whatever you kind of heard your parents say in the past to you, or even to themselves, normally it's kind of conditioned within to you. And some of our deepest fears are from traumatic encounters, our deepest childhood memories, and even other people's fears projected upon to us, which now becomes our fears. Next step is pretty well finding out the source of these beliefs. Here's what I think most of my limiting beliefs have came from. When I was a child, and in my childhood essence, I got told that whatever I dreamed of wasn't going to come true. I got told that I wasn't ever really going to be enough for what I dreamed of being as a child. I got told a lot of the times that I wasn't going to be successful. And a lot of these things that I were getting told in my childhood were pretty well projections of themselves. Like whatever they were kind of telling me, they believed about themselves. My parents believed that they weren't going to be successful and that they weren't worthy of their dreams, because my parents weren't living their dreams out. So why would they put that on? Why would they didn't give me that encouragement to go and live my dreams. So now I deal with limiting self-beliefs that are, I am not worthy, I am not enough, that my feelings aren't valid. And so I started to realize that I had such a limiting mindset that I had to change it. I was like, this is actually crazy, because I know that I am enough to create the reality that I desire. But why are these limiting beliefs still holding me back? Why are these subconscious limiting beliefs still holding me back? I don't get it, because I know that I'm worthy of something, but it's so deep down that I had to truly go back to the first time that I heard it, or who it came from, or mostly some of it was also from the media, as well as the news and those types of things that were also conditioning these limiting self-beliefs in you as well, because they put out there that you should work a 9-to-5 job and that you should be safe. You should never take an unsafe route. A lot of people play their life safe. They don't take many risks. They don't do the things that other people would probably risk their life to do, and then it pays off because they succeed, because they risked something and they put themselves out in fear. But a lot of what the media is telling you to be safe and go get a 9-to-5 job, go get a college degree, go do those types of routes. But there's so many other routes to get what you want, rather than going into something, into college and university, and not even actually having any experience or love for it. I guess that was another thing that also kind of that was a very big belief system in me too. So I had a lot of limiting beliefs upon starting YouTube and starting TikTok, as well as starting the things that I wanted to do. I had so many limiting beliefs when I started posting myself on the internet, you have no idea. But what I had to do was I had to install new positive ones. After I figured out where these negative beliefs were coming from, I now had to acknowledge where they were coming from and now put a new positive one in. I had to determine a new positive belief system for myself, because your belief system can forever change. It does not need to stay the same as how you were when you were younger. And it doesn't need to be it is what it is, or it doesn't need to be this is the only way to do things. There's so many ways that you can do things and so many opportunities that are out there for you. You just have to get rid of this limiting belief thinking mind. So for an example, I used to always think and feel like I was falling behind. The media and what it looks like on the outside world is everybody is just moving so fast paced, and you need to move fast paced. And I always felt like I was falling behind. But the new belief system that I put in for myself was there was no such thing as being behind, because everyone has their own timeline. And the sooner that I pursue the path that is most aligned with me, I'm refining my vision as I learn more about myself. So I always felt like I was going and I was so far behind on everything, like whether it was healing, whether it was life in general, whether it was society, like I just felt so far behind. So I had to tell myself that there was no such thing as being behind. Everybody's on their own journey. Everybody's on their own timeline. And so I should embrace where I am on my journey. I shouldn't feel like I'm behind. I should embrace where I am. And when I embrace where I am, that's when I can make different choices and different, like it changed my whole belief system from me just thinking of this new belief system. And here is another example. I was very scared to share my authentic self on the internet, and also I felt like it would come off unprofessional and that people would judge me. This new positive belief system that I had to put in my mind to get rid of this old belief system was that I would rather be authentic to myself than present a perfect image. And that my experiences in life may help somebody, and that people will judge you no matter what you are doing, even if you do present this perfect image on the internet. And so I realized that it was better to authentically be me rather than be scared to authentically be me and try to pursue this perfect image of myself that isn't actually myself. So the new belief system that I'd put in was that people were going to judge me either or, and that I would rather much be authentic than present this perfect image of myself. And so that's an example of putting a new positive belief system into your mind. That's what I had to do for myself in order to make these conscious changes in my brain. And so the last thing that I wanted to say was look for evidence. It may take time for these new beliefs to sink in, but a way to speed them up is to look for evidence that this is true, that your new positive belief is true and possible. What works for some people is finding role models that fit these new beliefs that you want to adapt and start watching them. And so I watch people that are more positive thinking mind. A lot of people have a negative thinking mind, and their limiting beliefs are just there and they are aware of them, and that they're just there. But some people that I also now watch are using positive belief systems to recreate the reality that they desire. They're using positive belief systems. They're not using their limiting thinking beliefs to create the reality that they desire, they were making mindset shifts. They were changing their perspectives upon things. They were changing their beliefs. And so if you have any those types of role models that have these beliefs set in stone, or kind of not even set in stone, but have these beliefs, then you can watch them and know that it's evidence. It's evidence that your belief system is correct and you're looking for it. Because it's easy for your ego and your limiting thinking mind to keep coming in repetitively. But if you have things kind of set in place for you to find the evidence, whether it is creators that you find that are really confident, that have the same limiting beliefs as you, that they've overcome them, then watch them, because that's the evidence right there that your new positive belief system will create something better for yourself. And these people will prove to you that these belief systems are true, and that if they can do it, so can you. Because the positive attributes that you see in other people, and not even necessarily envy, you have those same positive attributes in yourself. You just have to align with them and change your perspectives upon things to create that for yourself. Another thing that I also wanted to say, think of the worst case scenario and how you will overcome it. This may sound kind of obviously crappy, but when I finally came to terms with the worst case scenario, I realized that it will be okay if it happens. So when you have a limiting belief come up and you're scared to do something and you realize and you think that you're not enough, what is the worst case scenario that can happen if you do that? Because you'll realize that it'll be okay if it happens. What if I lose my job? Okay, then you'll have a very good job opportunity that will come your way in probably a week. I guarantee you. What if you change directions in your business? That's okay too. What's wrong with that? The worst case scenario of never meeting the perfect partner, or never meeting the partner that you desire. You know, okay, that may suck, but you also have people around you that still love you. So you can look at those things and appreciate the things that are around you, even though that worst case scenario may happen. So as you accept and enjoy your life now without this perfect partner or this thing, you realize that it's okay. It's okay if you don't have that perfect partner. It's okay if you don't have that thing, because you're still enjoying and embracing your life now. And another thing is the worst case scenario for, let's say, if I share too much personal information on the internet and people judge me and leave hateful comments and then they unfollow me, that would be the worst case scenario of that, belief system, right? That would be the worst case scenario. People leaving hateful comments, people judging you. That would be the worst case scenario for me. But how I would overcome that is knowing that I'm being authentically me. And I'm actually not hurting anyone because I have good intentions. And I can't help how people interpret what I say and what I do. So as you're being true to yourself and having all this, being your authentic self, you will encourage others to do the same. And even if you do have hateful comments and people unfollow, it's okay. It's okay because I'm being authentically me, right? And so I'll just keep doing my thing and block a couple haters if I have to. And so the only reason why I think about the worst case scenario and how I will overcome it is because it'll be okay if it happens. It will be okay if it happens. Because it will be okay. Because I'm being authentic and I'm being true to myself. And most of the time, the worst possible outcome isn't even actually that bad. It actually just redirects you into a different thing, or redirects you to a different purpose, or redirects you to a different person, or redirects you into a better thing that's more aligned on your path. And the last thing that I wanted to say was recite affirmations. So you start using daily affirmations in your routine, whether it is morning, whether it is night, whether it is in the afternoon. It could be any time. And as you use affirmations, it actually truly benefits you because you're reprogramming your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is where your limiting beliefs are coming from. So if you can reprogram your subconscious mind with things like I am loved, I am worthy, I'm beautiful, I'm whole, I'm successful, then you will constantly be thinking those things rather than your limiting beliefs. So that will totally free you from negative beliefs because you're counteracting them with positive beliefs constantly. And of course, limiting beliefs will still even come up for the people that do have a perfect subconscious mind. Limiting beliefs are natural and it's inherent for our growths as humans. Because if there was no limiting beliefs, if everything was easy, would it be as fun? Would this life process be fun? No, it wouldn't, because I don't think that we would learn anything. And so everything has purpose, and when you make these conscious mindset shifts, you will see a drastic change in your life as well as your limiting beliefs and your thinking patterns. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and comment down below if you have any type of video ideas that you want to see from me, and check out my book if you guys want to get an amazing book for affirmations to reprogram your subconscious mind. I actually have so many different affirmations in here with wealth, self-love, success, bringing more opportunities. So if you guys need a cute little affirmation book, check it out. It will be linked down below, and I hope you guys have a good, amazing day, night, or evening.